it's me again with another take of movie news. Now, I know that I haven't done one in a while, but boy, I just got some I just got something to, some stuff to explain, some stuff that one thing that I'm actually really excited for, but I don't think I will be going there anytime soon. But nonetheless, let's just get started. And the first thing on movie news today is that I'm pretty sure almost everybody's heard this already, but NBCU has bought DreamWorks Animation for about 33.8 billion dollars. And I understand why they made the business decision, but I am also very cautious about what this means for the whole company in general. Well, first of all, let me just explain what happened. It was announced that NBC Universal has bought DreamWorks Animation and will be added to the Universal Filmed Entertainment Group. And according to Chris Mendria, I think that's how you pronounce it, the head of Universal's Illuminations Animation Studio, will oversee operations, and the DreamWorks Animation brand will remain intact as an imprint. And basically, they're just explaining how the whole decision went, and how this will lead to great fortunes for both of the companies. And I see why that DreamWorks had to make this decision, because if you guys haven't looked at their box office records in the past couple of years, they've actually been losing a lot of money. Their films haven't been doing so financially well, and that is why even with something like pretty much even with something with How to Train Your Dragon 2, it kind of made a little bit less money than DreamWorks expected, and pretty much the mediocre film that came out actually made them a lot of money. I don't know if a lot of people heard that DreamWorks was losing money, so they decided to go see Home just to save the company. But I don't know. I understand fully why DreamWorks made this decision, so they would have to pair up with another company, so they would not go out of business themselves. However, I don't know what this will mean for their upcoming films, because pairing up with Illumination Entertainment is a whole other different style than DreamWorks, and with the head of Illumination Entertainment overseeing almost everything now, Illumination and DreamWorks, I don't know. DreamWorks and Illumination have their own two different movies. Sure, they can be comedies, and they can have the same humor every once in a while, but they are still different companies with different senses of making movies. And I'm worried to see how this will affect future projects, especially DreamWorks' more serious projects like How to Train Your Dragon, if they continue the Kung Fu Panda movies. I'm worried about what will happen to their more serious project, because this is more based on comedic type movies, and basically the only serious ones out there are really something like from Pixar or Disney right now. And I don't know whether this is going to lead them for better or for worse. I hope that I hope that Chris steps down a little bit and lets what's this guy's name? The guy I forgot what Jeffrey Katzenberg. I really hope they let him do his thing, because honestly, they need to find a type of balance in order to make both companies be happy with each other and what kind of entertainment that they put out there. And I don't want it to be where every single one of their movies now is just comedies. I know they can do much more better than that, because it's fun for a while, but then it gets really, really repetitive when all you just have is just comedies. And I don't think I don't think that's going to work in terms of, both animation companies, because if that's the way to do it, then they're both going to end up down in the drain. I mean, I hope for the best of them. I hope for the best that they made the right decision because they were going to help each other, but I hope the end product comes out a lot better than the alternative. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that news. Now let's go on to something that Netflix is actually producing themselves, and it's going to be a mini series based on the Rich Adams novel Watership Down, which was actually I don't remember who I don't remember who did the actual. Oh wait, okay. Yeah, it was actually in Canada and UK. Yeah, well, okay. I don't remember who did the actual movie for Watership Down. If you guys don't know what Watership Down is, basically, it's one of the most cruelest cruelest animal movies that anyone could ever see. I personally haven't seen the Plague Dogs, and I'm really interested in actually not seeing that. But in terms of dark 80s, I think they came out in the 80s, or let me check. Actually, 1978. So yeah, late 70s. Late 70s. If you really want a dark animated film from that time period, late 70s, early 80s, then you'll get that in Watership Down. I mean, personally, I actually saw this when I was a little kid, and I was not scarred by it, mainly because I just didn't know the main concept of death. But I don't know, it didn't really bother me as much as a lot of people say it was, because while I did see animals getting killed, I just saw some artwork, and I actually really do like the artwork in that film. And I know it seems kind of cruel of me to say that because there's a lot of bunnies dying and stuff like that, but hey, I just took it as this is the way it is. This is the way it is, bunnies going out throughout their daily lives while being subjected to the tortures of humanity. But then again, that it's just life. I took that as life. And it was a film that I actually saw when I was a very, very little kid. I think I rented it on VHS from Sidetrack. I actually rented that. You guys remember Blockbuster Buster, but no, I remember Hollywood Video. Anybody in the comments, do you remember Hollywood Video? I remember going to a store of that same tile. It's right now a Subway right now, but I remember going to a Hollywood Video store and picking that movie up. That's where I got introduced to such great classics like the Care Bears movies and the Alvin and the Chipmunk adventure. I mean, I remember purchasing that, and it did not scar me, fortunately, but it did leave some little of an impact. I gotta rewatch that movie to see how I would feel about it now, but yeah, pretty much, not Network. Netflix is actually announcing, a 4-part miniseries of a 4-part miniseries, 60-minute episodes set to air in 2017, and will be premiered on the BBC One in the UK and worldwide outside in the UK of Netflix. So I don't know whether or not, I don't think they're going to premiere it like in the US yet, but I think some way it will find its some way here into the United States. And I mean, I'm really, and this will also be a CGI rendition. It's not going to be like 2D like the previous one did, but I'm really curious to see, because, of it pulling off, if it stick to the original source material of bunnies literally getting, killed left and right, and, all of these tragedies happening all around them. I'm wondering how they're going to pull it off. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll make it cute and cuddly and stuff like that, but I really want something risky to go along here. I mean, I really want something risky, like, a lot of dark 80s films did, a lot of Don Bluth animated films did. I want to see that. I want to see that come back. I think I was exposed to some things when I was a little kid in animated form, and like Watership Down and you know, Don Bluth films and stuff like that, and they didn't bother me. I mean, wasn't really bothered by them. In fact, the more darker it was, I was more interested, and I really want to feel those films. Really want to feel the connection with those films again, because normally the darker it got, the more I felt about the characters, and I really do. I really did enjoy that feeling, and I want to see it come back. I want to see that dark type of 80s magic, but we can capture it now in the new days with new technology and new messages that we can teach the kids. I mean, now, like right now is the perfect time to do something like that. And, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, darker PG movies. I wouldn't even mind seeing PG-13 animated films if they were done right. I'm just saying, guys, like, we need to get back into that era of darkness that we somehow left behind, you know, when the 90s came along and the 2000s, and we're starting to get back into it now, but I want to see a resurrection of it. Okay, so that's pretty much my thoughts on that. Now let me get into something that I'm probably never going to go to, because obviously it's probably one of the most expensive things to go to, honestly. But I actually saw, I'm gonna leave instead of like a link to a article, I'm gonna leave a link to a video of it, but pretty much to compete with the Disney parks and the Universal parks. Pretty much the city of Dubai, which is like a United Arabic type Middle Eastern city. I know where it's located. It's just pretty much the richest city in the world. Is going to open up a park called Motiongate Dubai, and it's going to open up in October, and it's going to be a movie-themed park with franchises from DreamWorks, Lionsgate, and Sony, and pretty much a lot of their titles are going to be there, including such film as The Hunger Games, Underworld, Ghostbusters, Zombieland, The Green Hornet, Hotel Transylvania, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, The Smurfs, Shrek, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff that I'm missing, but pretty much it's going to be a lot of those, a lot of movies that are going to be turned into, like, from what I heard, 27 attractions, 21 events happening in there. And pretty much, I feel like this is a competition with Universal Studios, except it's in a different country, which I'm actually really interested in actually going to this. I mean, it's like you look at the design of the whole place, and you know, it's actually in the middle of the desert, so they have a lot of space to cover with this. So I am really, really curious. So pretty much there's like about 5 sections of this, which is Studio Central, Sony Picture Studios, Smurfs Village, DreamWorks, and Lionsgate. So, I mean, I would love to go to this place, but I know it's really expensive. I probably will never go there unless I have the money to go there, but by God, I mean, it looks like an amazing place. I would love to go there if I have the money. I mean, maybe I will save enough money. I'm going to start saving enough money to go to Dubai, because it seems like a really cool place, and now with this opening in October, it just got a whole lot better. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say, guys, and I hope you guys have a good day, and as always, JC Animation Critic out. I will see you guys later at another video. So, see you guys later. Take care.